visual you can imagine. You can build businesses with AI. There's no limit to what you can do. You can work smarter and faster than ever before. The problem is, most people are overwhelmed by AI. They don't know where to start. They don't know what tools to use. And they don't know how to get results that blow people away. This is why thousands of people have enrolled in the AI Creator course by ContentCreator.com for less than the price of a dinner date with your grandma. You'll learn everything there is to know about AI. How to plan, prompt, and create incredible videos. You'll even learn how to trade your AI skills into a business or side hustle. It's like creating an AI clone of yourself to make your life 10 times easier. You'll learn the best tools, how to use them, and how to avoid costly subscriptions. Get more views, grow your audience, and scale your business with incredible content. Click the button below to enroll today.
Come on. As one Kurchank, your one and only Move Swiftly speaker, checking in for a daily Move Swiftly thought, giving you a perspective on teamwork. You will not get anywhere else. Not to try to rise to the each year. It's how to fall to your level of preparation. Top 5 Tuesday. Feeling a whole lot better today than I did yesterday. As I was battling the cold, got a bit of some sort of nippy weather in Florida version of cold, not real cold. But getting back, you can hear not 100%, but still good enough to knock out a solid 8-mile run on a Top 5 Tuesday. Taking the Top 5 Tuesday, and we're breaking down. We're kind of picking it up where we left off yesterday, where I announced the yearly theme for 2026. It was all about what you're going to fix in 2026. Hear me again. What are you going to fix in 2026? So today, and then I gave the answer, which for me personally is my positioning. Not my position, but my positioning in terms of who I have around, what are the platforms I'm using, what are the people I'm working with, all those sorts of things, of what I'm going to be fixing. And here's my top 5 ways of doing that. And I'm telling you all this not to be just sort of one-sided in the conversation, but to be used as an example, used as a model, used as someone that, hey, if you don't have your yearly plans, your yearly goals, your yearly things written down now, like written down yesterday, you're already behind the 8 ball. Because in my mind, 2026 is starting. 2026 started 2 months ago. Got it? It has to have that mentality. You cannot be a short-sighted individual and stay on with this channel. Understand what this channel is all about. All right. Just so you guys are clear, 1000% clear, especially if you're new around here. If you are a short-sighted individual and you only think of the short term, get the fuck out. Get the fuck out. Move the fuck on. This is not the channel for you. Now, if you're a forward-thinking individual that's constantly thinking about the long term and developing in the long term, you're going to want to stick around here. All right. So, all that being said, top 5 ways in which I'm going to reposition myself in 2026. Number 1, first and foremost, get very rigid, even more rigid than I was before. Okay, that was actually one of the things that me and my ex would notice about me is like, hey, why the hell? Why do you have to be so damn rigid? Why do you have to be so rigid with you? Why can't it be just that was the observation that she that she had made about me in terms of being rigid. And again, I'm not apologizing for it. That's just who I am. In terms of how I was raised, the kind of household I was raised in, you're going to have to become rigid if you want to survive the household that I grew up in. So number one, be even more rigid, be more rigid, be more like detrimental in terms of, I say detrimental, but be more cut off in terms of who you decide to have around you and who you open up to. That's number one. Number two, and this is the big one, probably the most important one, the one that drained me the most this year, is do not let low character people, hear me, do not let low character people influence and take away too much of my energy. It's unrealistic to think that they won't take any of my energy because I know they exist, but I won't let low character people take too much, all right? Emphasis on the too much of my energy, because that is one thing that absolutely drove me fucking crazy throughout this entire year. It's low character people. Low character people damn near ruined my relationship. I'll be 100% honest with you. Being around a group of low character individuals who just do nothing but create fucking chaos is ultimately going to ruin the kinds of things that you want to become as a man and ruin the kinds of things that you want to do as a man, to be 100% honest with you. So that's number two. Number three, a lot of common sense. All right, it's something I use, but the thing is, when you let low character people influence your energy too much, your common sense starts to get affected. So just focusing more on my common sense, using my own intuition to get certain things done. That's number three. Number four, big one, because I'm gonna be 37 in a month from today now, a month from yesterday, actually. Now it's time to start thinking about retirement. Yes. Within a decade, the goal is to be retired good by 50. And this is a realistic thing based on the way I've set up my life, based on the financial investments I made, based on the things that I have going on and the things I do not have the expense. I'll say it like this. Based on the expenses I do not have, being retired by the time I get to 45-ish, between 45 and 50 is very much a possibility. I'm keeping it 100% honest with you. Again, I don't reveal my finances on here and all that kind of stuff, but just based on the things I do not have to pay for, if you compare it to the typical 37-year-old, what they have to pay for based on the things I do not have to pay for, retirement is a real possibility if I'm smart about it, if I follow 1 through 3. Now, and number 5, again, very, very important, only help the people that want to be helped. When you look at me, look at my situation, like I just said before, 36 years old, can realistically look at a retirement situation within the next 10 years, within the next decade. It can only happen is if I'm only helping the people that want to be helped. All right, hear me. If I'm only helping the people that want to be helped, then all of 1 through 4 actually becomes a possibility. Again, don't say this to brag or be someone that to impress you, but impress upon you the importance of having a plan, impress upon you the importance of heartbreak, the impress upon you the importance of, really allowing yourself to feel the pain and hurt of rejection, and how ultimately that's going to lead you to whatever goal and whatever destinations that you deserve. Right. So just to recap, top five Tuesday, top 5 things I'm going to do to reposition myself in 2026. Number one, become more rigid. Number 2, do not let the low character people take up too much of my energy. Number 3, continue to use my common sense and my own intuition. Number 4, really, really put some investments down to make it so retirement's a real possibility within the next 10 years. And number 5, only help the people that want to be helped. All right. So all that being said, main website to check out to dive deeper into all the work I do, all things employee development. It's makeyourmove.com. That's KEYAMOVE.com. One-stop shop for your teamwork and your self-development needs. As one Crookshank, your one and only Move Swiftly speaker. Checking out. You guys continue to move swiftly. We will talk more soon.
All right. Good morning. Good afternoon.
These 100% grass-fed beef in Hillier Valley are 36, which is $36 right now.
We're here.
Before you
As
go
you
buy them,
heard.
here are 5 reasons I
Cut this off here. First things first, again, like I said, main website to check out, dive deeper into all the work I do. It's makeyourmove.com. That's MakeYamove.com. Let me just reintroduce myself to anybody that is new around here. Again, my name is Aswan Crookshank. I am your one and only Move Swiftly speaker, former Division I college football player, and current 6-time published author and educator. And what I do, what I created, what this whole brand is all about is taking the innovative teamwork lessons that you learn on the football field and applying them to businesses and business owners. So they have a staff, and or this is the result now. With the result of what you're going to get as a business owner is you're going to have a staff or a group of employees that moves as efficiently as a championship high school or youth football team. I mean, they really ride for each other. They work together. They work hard. That's what I'm all about. Again, main website to check out to dive deeper into all of that. It's makeyourmove.com, MakeYamove.com. go ahead and pick up get yourself on the list. Get yourself on the list for the newest book, actually, of how to be a entrepreneur. Stories and strategies on how to earn your keep with or without a job. There's a story behind that whole earn your keep thing. It's actually with my high school coach, Coach Bob Malloy, became the most winningest coach in high school history in Maryland. And he would always say that earn your fucking keep. So, again, the influence that man and these coaches have on these young men in terms of what they become as adults is absolutely monumental. And again, make sure you go get a copy if you are that business owner that really does want to build a staff and develop your staff so they really, really do take the initiative. Understand, I've been around the block. Again, you heard it in the video. I'm going to be 37 years old in less than a month, and I feel no older than 25. I'm going to be 100% honest with you. I feel no older than 25 in terms of what's in front of me, in terms of what I've been able to sacrifice, in terms of just the possibilities that when I look at other 37-year-old men, their possibilities are not what my possibilities are. And again, we're not in here necessarily comparing ourselves to others, but what we are doing is we're saying, hey, what's in front? We're not looking back. When you get to my age, see, the good thing about my age, the positive things about my age is you get in the habit of not looking back, and you're more so in the habit of looking forward. When you look forward and look at the possibilities, it's incredible if you're thinking about what a typical 37-year-old is going to have to face in terms of what they have to pay for, what they did. This the hole they sort of dug themselves in that they have to figure out how to get out of, versus myself, where kind of free in terms of what I'm able to do. And the big thing is it does nothing for me, it does nothing for anyone if I don't focus and take advantage of that. When you put yourself and you work your ass off to put yourself in the position to be successful, you got to take advantage of it. All right. So today we're going to run through the top five things I plan on doing in 2026 to not just be that guy who's talking. All right, not to be that guy who's talking. That's the one thing I hate being. I hate being someone that is just simply talking about doing something great, talking about great things. I hate being around motherfuckers who just talk about shit, right? We're not talking anymore. At this time, it's time to get it done. All right, again, I come from the sports world. I come from the football background. It's only so much talking you can do. It's only so much talking you can do. All right, so again, entrepreneur, how to be a entrepreneur, all that's available on makingmove.com. And it is actually a compilation of the articles that I wrote or I write here on medium.com. So if you do follow me on medium.com, it's medium.com at Move Swiftly, you will be getting a discount in terms of what the book and what it is you'll be getting, and especially for bulk orders, educators, all that stuff. The book won't be actually ready till closer to March Madness time, but again, you can get your pre-orders on makingmove.com. So all that being said, let's jump into the top 5 Tuesdays, as I'm going to try to keep this around the 20 to 25 minute mark. As again, you might still hear it in my voice, I'm still battling a bit of a cold, but again, still going to do what I got to do because it's what I got to do, right? It's what you got to do, right? So there we go. Top 5 ways I'm positioning myself in 2026. And I went with that image. This was my 35th. Yes, this was my 35th birthday. This is the day after. So let me just give you the story real quick. Just watch. I had to choose this picture. I had to. This image brings back so many memories, man. Because this was the day after my 35th birthday. I went on a cruise with Virgin Voyages, and the night before, you understand, the night before, January 8th, the night before, my Michigan Wolverines, my beloved Michigan Wolverines, who I think I'm just gonna end up doing it. I think I'm just gonna end up going because I'm in Florida now. So I think I'm just gonna end up driving out to Orlando the New Year's Eve to go watch the Citrus Bowl. But my Michigan Wolverines won the national championship the day of my 35th birthday, and that was the morning after. Nothing but smiles. But oh god, I did not know how bad the team was going to be the next 2 years, obviously. So that moment, that picture, that means so much more than it did when I was originally taken. All right, don't ask me about who took the picture, but don't leave that alone. But listen to me, man. That image of pure bliss was perfect for today's article, when I'm going to talk to you guys about how I can possibly retire within the next 10 years. How I can possibly, again, all these things that have happened to me since then. Again, the Michigan Wolverines has been playing like ass since then, but the way it all sort of came together that night, the night before when they won it on my birthday. Oh, and I was on a cruise, boy. I was on a cruise. Strangers, diehard Michigan people on the cruise too, and we was partying. I had spent a whole year. Listen to me, man. I spent a whole year sober, and I'm sober now, but that was like my first year being sober, completely sober. And it was the birthday before where I went on a cruise, and then again I went a whole year sober. So I did not have a drink until after they won because it was working, right? What's working? What's working? I'm like, look, Michigan's winning. I'm not drinking, so we won every game. And right after the game, it's like, pop the champagne, bitch. Yes, man. It was good times, man. Good times. That's why in my mind, I know for a fact that I'm just gonna go ahead and pay to go to Orlando and see them play against Texas. I just know I'm gonna do it. Even I just know I'm gonna do it. I love my team too much. Anyway, so that was why I went with that picture. So here we go. Let's just jump into the article now. So here it is. The countdown is on. Blink twice and 2026 will be here. Yesterday, I introduced this year's theme, what you're gonna fix in 2026. My answer was simple. I'm fixing how I position myself. But a theme means nothing without action. A declaration means nothing without direction. If I'm going to commit to positioning myself better, then I need to lay out clearly how I plan to do that. So here it is. Top 5 Tuesday, how I'm positioning myself to win in 2026. Become even more rigid with my standards. This wasn't, okay, so hear me. And I know I kind of threw a little shade at my ex when I brought this one up, but it was her. I got to give her credit, to be honest with you, for recognizing this in me, so I can now speak to you all in that tone, because she is someone that pays a lot. I mean, listen, between my sister and my mother, it's like right there, my ex, in terms of who pays the most attention to Aswan. Again, my mother, sister, and then she's like right there. I swear to God, I'm not bullshit. It's kind of a scary feeling, to be honest with you, in terms of, like, I will give her credit for showing me this is what it's going to be like having a daughter as well. Like, they're going to look at every little thing you do, because that's what she did. So when she said this to me over the phone, when she started recognizing how rigid I am, that was kind of a real eye opener for me. So again, it wasn't a major issue in 2025, not really, but based on everything I lived through this year, especially dating 2 single mothers and genuinely falling in love with their kids. Okay, the love that I have for those 2 really was about their kids. One was a student, one of the single mothers, so she was a student, and the other one, again, I got to know very, very well. The other 2 I got to know very, very well. So I genuinely will always have love for the kids. And I fell in love even deeper with the idea of becoming a dad. That's something that I've been wanting to become over the past couple of years. And I learned something huge, that my standards need to be even higher, like keep going in that direction. But at the same time, you can't say you want these things and then have someone be with someone that you can't build with, be with someone who is, a single mother, or a single mother who's not helping you build revenue. You know what I'm saying? So it's not just in relationships, but it's in who I keep around me. So one moment that stands out, and this is important because it really, this part of it is really important, because it really started to show me exactly what she was saying in terms of the way I was speaking, right? So one moment that stands out is, it was maybe a couple of weeks ago now. I was at my aunt's house in Miami, right? And I still hadn't written my weekly article. So I spent the weekend with my aunt, and I didn't write my weekly articles yet, and I said it out loud. So because it was the weekend, and football's on the weekend and stuff like that, it was a Sunday. I think it was a Sunday where I hadn't written my articles, and I told my aunt, I'm like, hold on, wait, I can't watch any TV right now. My articles aren't done. And then I laughed. Like, as I said it to her, I laughed, and I told her, you know what? I learned that from your brother, actually, because, and she smiled and said, you see it paying off now. And honestly, it is, because I remembered actually the time when I was younger, as a young boy, Sundays where, those pregame TV shows would be on. And, I would be watching TV with my dad, and he would see the football on. He goes, whoa, boy, no. I don't want you to get in the habit of watching the football before you do your homework. So he would say that kind of shit to me. So even now as a grown man, if I didn't do the work that I said that I needed to do to prepare for this and I start watching football before my articles are done, I still have that same habit. Again, you train up a child. When you train up a child, the Bible says when you train up a child, when they grow old, they will not depart from your ways. So again, that's something that my dad did for me in terms of, hey, look, football's great to watch, but you still got to get shit done, right? So number one is become a whole lot more rigid, because that's a good direction to move in. There's nothing wrong with that at all, right? Number two, do not let low character people drain my energy. I'm going to say it again because it's going to be an affirmation from me all of 2026. Do not let, I'm going to do it with you all. I'm going to meditate on it. As one, do not let low character people drain your energy. As one, do not let low character people drain your energy. As one, do not let low character people drain your energy. Let me say this with confidence, but also honesty, because this one will be a battle. I cannot let low character people drain me anymore. This year tested me hard at work. I got a promotion I didn't even ask for. It happened because of my abilities, match with what the school needed, and the right people noticed. Simple as that. That's how it happened. All right. And the minute that it happened, the bullshit followed. Co-workers talking about me behind my back. People going mute when I walk in the room. People upset, not because I did anything wrong, but because I exist with purpose and consistency. So yes, pray for me on this one. I can already feel a blow up being inevitable. If I don't get better at protecting my energy, this is the year where I hold my peace, not my tongue. All right. So this right here is important, because this is not just an as one thing. And I've learned this over time. I've learned this. I had to learn this year, that when someone, anybody is recognized for their hard work and is recognized in the means of a promotion, you're going to have to deal with the group of people that did not get promoted, and they're going to come up with all sorts of bullshit that you didn't hear before you got the promotion. That's just going to happen. You just have to accept that. All right. So you have to do what I just did. Start to affirm it. Put it in your mind that you won't let these people drain you and sap up your energy. Don't do it. All right. Keep going. I'm not telling you something that's going to be easy. I'm just telling you it's going to have to be what it's going to have to be. All right. That's number two. Number three, trust the common sense plus intuition over chaos. All right. So this right here will save you. See, the people who consistently show up, grow, learn, and evolve have one major advantage. We use our common fucking sense. Hear me. The people that show up, who are consistently showing up, learn, and evolve have one major advantage. We use our common fucking sense. Hear me. We use our common sense. The reason we can show up consistently the way we do is because we're not afraid to be wrong. Straight up. You know, if we're wrong, tell me I'm wrong. If you're wrong, hey, kick my ass, kick my behind a little bit and say, look, get your shit together. That's what we want. If you want to show up consistently, if you want to become a certain person, you need to want to get your ass kicked when you're wrong. But when you're right, hey, tell me I'm right. There's no difference. There's no, hey, I'm right, you're wrong. No, we got to work as a fucking team. All right. So this is why I'm getting so passionate on this point, because yes, I'm keeping the F-bomb in that sentence because it's common sense that scares the hell out of people who are supposed to have authority over you. You think of something obvious, logical, efficient, something that makes perfect sense, and because they didn't come up with it, suddenly you must be the problem. It happens everywhere, folks. It happens everywhere. So 2026, I'm trusting my intuition and my logic even more. The people allergic to common sense will eventually remove themselves. Let them. All right. Let the people who don't use their fucking common sense, you got to let them go, because that is something that's internal. There's something internally wrong with that person, and you can't fix the shit. Again, what you're going to fix in 2026 is not about fixing somebody else's personal shit. It's about fixing your shit, and then you're able to build and grow from that point. All right. Number 4, major one. This is kind of new. This is new as in a month ago when I reached out to her. We call her Pocahontas around here. She knows who she is, but we call her Pocahontas around here because I do not have permission to give her a real name, but we'll call her Pocahontas for the time being. All right, I dropped that name last week, and she may remember that we used to call her that. But make retirement a real financial possibility. I'm 37 this year, and this was what I was referring to before. I have no kids, no crazy expenses, a full-time job, a growing business, more disciplined than ever, mark my words, I will be able to retire by 45. I know it says 50, but 45, it can happen. And when I say retire, here it is. I never, ever, 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 when I say retire, I do not mean I'm going to stop working. Love work too much. I love the working. Love working too much to ever retire in the traditional sense. No, that is never the plan. When I say retire, I mean I love working too much for that. But retire from needing a job versus actually, hey, retiring from work. Again, we just got to change the definition of what work really is. It's simple. Discipline, learning how money actually works, investing correctly, staying consistent, get comfortable again, because I tapped in with a group, I tapped in with an organization, man, that is really teaching me so much about where to put your money, how to invest your money, how to make the right purchases. All of that stuff is absolutely covered, and I appreciate Pocahontas so much. I haven't even got a chance to really show her how much I appreciate her for doing this and thinking of me in this business. But again, we'll get to that at some point. I can't go too deep on that on this particular live stream, but we're gonna get to that at some point. All right, but get comfortable with hearing me talk about retirement in 2026. It's happening. All right, so. And then finally, and the way it happens, I'll give you this one, is only number 5, only help people who actually want the help. All right. This one doesn't need much explanation. People who don't want to make it obvious, people who don't want help, make it obvious very early. They resist, they argue, they drain, they disappear until they need something. I'm not doing that anymore. 2026, I will redirect my energy faster and focus only on people who show they want help through their actions, not their words. Your turn. 2026, the year of positioning. Then ask yourself, how are you positioning yourself to win? What are the standards that need tightening? What habits need reinforcing? What people need to be loved from a distance? What opportunities need your focus? What internal shifts need to be made? Again, as always, main website to check out to dive deeper into all of that stuff. It's makeyourmove.com. That's MakeYamove.com. One-stop shop for your teamwork and your self-development needs. As Juan Cruikshank, the one and only Move Swiftly speaker. Check it out. You guys continue to move swiftly. We will talk more soon.